Very good morning, one and all. This is our fifth day of workshop. Today we are going to discuss these points which in front of you. First, we'll have some little discussion about yesterday's queries. Then slowly we'll go ahead. In yesterday's queries, there was only one question asked me, one of participant. He want to know about more about the latitude and longitude when we are entering that latitude and longitude uh, in the software. That time uh, he he got confused. Either we are giving x and y correctly, then whatever we did in last lecture, that is absolutely correct only. But suppose you have any doubt related to latitude, longitude, and how we are entering in the software, then we'll have one separate session on that, because before that we should know the theory about this thing. Then for that at least 1 hour lecture is required. Obviously we'll go with that, but now we have to stick with the work plan, and according to work plan we have to move ahead. Then after completion of our workshop, surely suppose you feel we have more discussion about some topics, then surely we'll have discussion. But uh, after completion of this program, then we'll stick with this program and we'll move ahead. Then our next thing, that is the today we are going to focus about data exploration. This is our main topic, but directly we cannot jump on the data exploration. Whenever we are conducting any session, any workshop or any lecture, that time we should know the background of the program. Then only we can go ahead. Otherwise it is just mechanical things, will not get any logical thing, and that is a senseless. That's why we are always discussing some theoretical part, and then we are moving ahead. Then when we are going to discuss about data exploration, that time we should know which data we are going to explore. Okay, now here already we had discussion on the raster data and vector data. What is raster data and what is vector data? Now you are very much aware about that. Either you have a GI geography background or not, that doesn't matter. Now we are going to see some another data type, that is the spatial data and attribute data. Okay, in the spatial data, the data which is having the uh, reference of the area, space, earth, real world, that is the spatial data. And the another data, that is the attribute data or non-spatial data. What is that? The attribute data is a such kind of data which is giving more information about the spatial data. Okay, got the point? Means suppose we have a Pune district map, and we have given the every spatial reference to that particular map, and we have digitized that area. Then that data is the spatial data. Okay, but only spatial data is insufficient, because when information is there, then and then it will be some meaningful and senseful, otherwise it is senseless. So what kind of attributes or what kind of data should be there? Anything, any kind of data. Suppose I would have given the example of population. Suppose we have a Pune district with us, and according to our data we have to join that data. Means suppose we take the example of census data. In the census data, what is happening? We are collecting the different kinds of variables. Okay, in that name, sex, literacy, religion, caste, their family income, how many members in the family, different kinds of variables we are collecting from the census. Okay, when we are collecting that samples, that time we are giving that information to that particular available area. That area means spatial data, and then another information which we are providing to that, to knowing about more about that spatial data, that is the attribute data or non-spatial data. Okay, I hope you understood. Now our next thing, that is the data exploration. We are going to do practical on that. Now explore and display vector data, that is also we are going to do. Just 1 minute. Okay. Then we are going to do identify the features, open attribute table. Rightly we discuss about the what is the attribute. Now here we have to see in the our software how that attributes we can attach to the special data, how we can remove that one, how to open that attribute table. We are going to do that one. Then we can arrange that data in the form of ascending order and descending order as well. Then we can do filter also. Most people use Excel, Microsoft Excel. In that what we are doing, we are using the filters, and in that according to that filters we can arrange our data, we can manipulate the data, we can generate a result and we can display that result. Here also we can do the same things, but here we have a more scope than the Excel. We can handle the spatial data as well. And then afterwards we are going to do symbology. What is that symbology? What is the use of symbology? How can we use and where we should use? All these things we are going to do in the practical session. Okay, now we are switching to the practical part. I am just closing this PPT, and after that you have to do one exercise and one assignment also. That will I will tell you later. Okay. Now this is our software. We are ready with the software. Okay. Now here what we have to do? We have to open our data. We have to display our data. Now you are very well know how to open any kind of data, either raster data or vector data. You are able to do that one. Now we have to use our today's data and we have to display that data on the screen. Okay. Now you are ready with your data. Already I have given you all the data sets. One important notice is there. Today only in the morning I have given you all the link of the practice data, means upcoming sessions also up to our today, from today to last session, all sessions data I have already given you on our Telegram channel. You have to use that particular link for the particular session. You have to download that data and you have to save in your system, either laptop, suppose you are using laptop or desktop, where you have to keep that data with you. The another most important thing is that when you are downloading that data, sometimes you are getting some errors, but from my side there will be no any problem, because when I am giving that data to you, some people are very nicely they are using that data and they are generating results also. That means that that data is downloadable and it is useful for your work. But some people they are getting some problem. You just check out your system that updates, and either that is that your system is supporting to that particular format or not. Or if suppose your system is not supporting that format, you have to just upgrade or you have to maintain the things which are required. And another one important thing is that when I am giving you that link and when you are downloading that data is in compressed format, okay, zip format. When we are getting any kind of compressed or zip file, then first we have to extract the data. Without extraction we cannot use that data in the system. Any kind of data, either raster data, vector data or any other file, when that is in compressed format, that format it will not open in any software. First we have to extract that data. You have to, what we have to do for the extraction, when you are getting that zip file, just do right click and extract here. That option is there. When you are clicking right click, that time that option will appear there in the drop down menu. You have to just click on the extract here, then that zip file or that compressed file will open in your normal folder, and that folder you can open in your system. Okay. Some of participants they face this problem. They try to open zip file in software, but zip file nowhere it will open in your system. You have to open in a normal file folder, then that normal folder will open in your system. Now here I am going to add today's data, vector data. Layer, add vector layer. I can do it from here also and from here also directly. 1 minute, 1 minute. Layer, add layer. Vector, here is a raster. Okay, now we are going to open vector data. D, today's 5th. Now here we have to open Pune bid SHX file. That is it can be open in your system. Okay. I was checking either it is correct file or not. Okay. Now here that data is with you. Now one by one I have just written down that same points which I have showed you on the PPT. The same point is with me and we are going to perform that points here. Now see, these are the two districts of Maharashtra. One is Pune and another one is Bid. See, this is the Pune district and this is the Bid district. Now these two districts which are in front of you here, that is special data. Okay. Now here we are going to do attribute data. We are going to deal with the attribute data. We should know what is that attribute data. Just 1 minute. Data exploration, display vector data. Okay, what is special? Okay, identify features. Okay, just do here right click and go to here open attribute table. Okay, already I have told you when we are doing the right click on the any kind of data, then one window will appear there. Okay, when we'll open that window, you know what is the use of this. Just click here that your data to fix with you, according to your screen. Okay, again right click. I'm just going to which things we are going to use here. Remove layer. Suppose we want to remove, just then that data will disappear from your screen. Okay, another options are there, but when we are going to do that particular task, that time we will use that one. That this is also we have to use export at the time of map. This is for digitization. Now here we are going to use this one, open attribute table. Today's lecture is very important for the further queries. Okay, all lectures are important, all lectures are depend on each other. Suppose you missed one lecture, then you will not get link with the previous one. Okay, then see here open attribute table. What is the use of open attribute table? When we'll click here, then one window will appear there. Just be remember, this is the attribute table or attribute data. Okay, now here this is the special data, this is the attribute data. Suppose I'll just minimize this one. This window is here, see here, and I have just minimized for the discussion. See, suppose we have this special data with us. Okay, but nowhere attribute data is there. Then what is the use of that special data? There will be no any meaning of that special data. Either it is having the attribute or not. See, now again I am opening that attribute table. See, this is the attribute table. First you should get familiar with the attribute table, attribute data, then it will be easy for the further queries. Okay, these all are the different variables. See, this is the UID, the first one. I'm just clicking here, UID, and district code, this one. District code means district code, district name, Tehsil name, VAR name 3, village name 3, perimeter, area in square kilometer. What is SRT? Anyone can guess what is SRT? Those who are from population background, demographic background, they can easily understand what is SRT. Many people, they are from IIPS, they have participated in our lecture, in our session. Many times, usually daily they are using such kind of data, and for them also this is very important lecture, this is very important session. Whenever they are dealing with the population data, always their population people, always they do deal with the this kind of population data. But suppose you have a knowledge of the GIS, then you can explore your knowledge like anything. You can explore, you can show the results, you can expand your knowledge like anything. We have to for just understanding the things. SRT means sex ratio total. Okay, the SR sex ratio T total. Okay, now this data is with you. That's why I am giving the all the minor details. You should know what is there, then it will be a meaningful for your exercise. Otherwise it is just mechanical things. I am just giving the data, will just dumping the data on the screen on the software, and software is giving the some output or answer, but there will be no any sense or meaning. Either you should know what you are doing or what you are going to do in your with your data. Okay, the next one, that is the SRR. What is that? Simple: sex ratio rural, sex ratio urban, child sex ratio rural urban, literate population, literate total male, literate population total male, total female, literate rural total male female, urban total male female, population total, child population, literates, density, sex ratio change. What change happen in the sex ratio? See, you just pay attention how many what kind of work we can do, we can perform. See, we can easily show the changes in the population, sex ratio change. Okay, that many things are with us. Okay, now today's our session is that we have to explore the data, how we can explore the data. Okay, these things are there. I have just expand the things because we have to deal with this data only. Now see, okay, this is for query. That part is in our next some sessions, we'll obviously we'll go there. Now see, first we'll do the ascending and descending. See, just okay, this is the see, this is the Ambezogai. This is the Tehsil name in Bid district, Parali. Those who are from Maharashtra and nearby Pune and Bid, they will get all this. They will understand the names of the villages very easily, and from the rest of the people also there will be no any problem. But just for the meaning, for the information, I am giving this name: Ambezogai, Parali, Dharur, Kez, Bid, like that. Now see, whenever we'll do double click on here on the top, then it will change their position, either ascending or descending. See, now we change the position. Now the last village name is appear on top. See, Vadwani, Velle, Shirur, Purandar, Pune city, Patoda, Parali, Mulshi, like that, Mawal. We have to just click here, then it can change the ascending and descending. And one more very important thing is that when we are changing ascending and descending here, it doesn't mean that it will change only this column. The all columns will change according to this column. Means obviously, suppose we are changing this column and the another column, it will like that only, then we will miss the data. There will be a wrong output. Then with this Ambega, Ghod, all these things will change, shift according to that ascending and descending. Now where we can use this one? Suppose you have to find out some information related Tehsil, then you can easily find out. Then another, suppose I want to find out the smallest area of the Tehsil, village. Now see, I have clicked here and this is the area square kilometer, 112 point something like that. That is the smallest area, Tehsil name Pune city. Okay, now again I click here and then here see 1557 kilometer square, that is in that Tehsil name is Shirur in Pune district. Okay, now I want to know child sex ratio, lowest child sex ratio in that two districts. See, I click here 768, that is the lowest child sex ratio in Shirur Kasar, that is in Bid district. We all of you know last some years back there was very big issue in Bid district regarding the child sex ratio, and many cases happened there. That is the result this. Now suppose I change here, then 751 highest child sex ratio in rural in Bid, that village now is not there. Why? One important thing, why this is showing the null. Okay, when we are generating the data, that time suppose you did not fill that particular information there, then obviously it will show null. It is depend on which information you have entered in your attribute. Okay, those information only will get the afterwards, like that. The same way we can do the ascending and descending. Then next another thing. Now here, 1 minute. Now suppose we want to select some particular, first I will do the ascending and descending of, yeah. Suppose we select these 10 villages. Okay, now we have to see where is that villages in attribute table. In attribute table we have to select, suppose area wise, lowest area 10 villages. Okay, I have selected these 11 villages. Okay, and where it is that we have to see that one. Just minimize this and see here on your spatial data that all 11 villages have, actually this is not villages, I think this is Tehsil. Let me check. Tehsil name, that it is in Tehsil, because we do not have the spatial data on the village level. Okay, now that Tehsils appeared here in the dark yellow color. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So 6 from the Bid and 5 from the Pune. Okay, that will appear here. Now suppose I do not want to show that selected area, then easy, go to here. See, that option is there, deselect all. When I will click here, automatically that all selection will disappear. You can check here also, there will be no any selection. Okay, this is for the deselection all. Inverse selection. Now see what is the meaning of inverse selection. Now there is nothing has been selected, and suppose we do click here, then all we get select. Now then see, just check what will happen here. See, all get selected. See, all are in dark color. Okay, now I will again inverse. See here, nothing has selected. For your understanding, I will do select some part. Okay, like that. Now how many? 24 Tehsils I have selected here. We just do check here. Okay, only one Tehsil remained. Okay, will half of the Tehsil will select. Okay, see, check here, that many Tehsil selected. Now what is the use of this one? We can, suppose we click here, then rest of the part it gets selected and the earlier selected part get deselected. Now we can check here also the same thing. Now I do not want to think anything selected, it will get here. Now select all and deselect. Okay, the same thing. This is for query. Select features using an expression. That is the some advanced part. We are going to do that afterwards. First we will get to know the simple things in the attribute table. Okay, now come here in downside. Okay, just click here. When you will click here, that time you will get the different options over there. The first one that is the show all features, show selected features, show features visible on map, show edited and new features field filter, advanced filter expression, that is also we have to do, stored filter expression. These are the some things given there. Now see, okay, field filter, we'll just check out the one by one. We'll go all options. First we'll see field filter. What is that field filter? Okay, now here what I want to do, suppose I want to show only Pune district. Just consider that we have a data, whole India data, and out of that whole India data I want to just show the Pune district. Okay, then what I will do, just go here. Okay, go here. Where is that Pune district? Then first we have to identify where is that Pune district. See here, where is that district name? Here is the district name. Okay, then what we have to find? First we have to go here, all expression, field filter, and then we have to go here, district name. Okay, just click here. Okay, it will appear here, district name. Then which district do you want to find? That I want to find out the Pune district. Okay, just do click here. The related information regarding Pune, it will appear here. See, district name, and only Pune information is there. The rest of the thing, that is the bid district, that is not there. We'll just do check here on the special data, what happened there. 1 minute. Now one thing is that when we are clicking here in this name and then we are giving the Pune, then you have to select the things, all the things, then automatically it will appear, get selected here. This is the Pune district area and this is the bid district area. Okay, this is the very small things. Next we will do the query. Again, what we have to do, we have to go show all feature, and what we have to do, deselect all. The all things will like that only. Okay, now same things we can do with all features also. See, I am going to show you the important keys. Rest of the part we have to explore. Surely that is very easy, and when you are exploring the things, suppose you feel any problem, any doubt, you feel free to ask me. Okay, you just do check out the all these things. That advanced filter, that query, that thing we are going to do in next some practical, that things are there in attribute query, that is a part of attribute query. Here we have to just explore the things, and we should know how to attribute data and how to handle that one. Okay, now here we are going to do the symbology. What is that symbology and how to handle this spatial data, we should know that one also. Okay, either we can do the right click over here and go to the properties. Okay, otherwise you can do simply double click over here. Okay, then new window will appear there. This is very important window. Already we have gone through this one. If you have remembered in the last to last practical, when we were discussing about the vector data for their information, for the projection and reprojection, when we have to change that projection, reprojection, geographic to projected, projected to geographic, that time we have gone through this point, but that was related to only information. We did not gone through the other rest of the point. Okay, that time we had gone here information, and we just check here that coordinate reference system, and here that is the projected under the WGS 1984 UTM zone 43 north projected. We have gone through that one only, but many things are there. Okay, we have each and everything is very important. Okay, or on our better side we are going to do maximum things here, but this is very vast thing, we have to explore as our capacity. Now here we are going to do the next point, that is the symbology. What is that symbology? Till now we were discussing about the attribute table. Okay, now in that attribute table we can do the different kinds of query, and we will perform different tasks and will show the results. When we are showing that results, how we want to, that presentation is also very important. Only doing work is not that much sufficient. Nowadays your presentation skill is also very important. Without your presentation we cannot reach to the people. The way you are giving the effective presentation, in that way you will get the response from the public. That's why your presentation should be the powerful. Now see here the option, that is the symbology. Okay, when we are clicking on the symbology, that time this window will appear here. Okay, now we will check one by one. See what we can do with this. First thing, we can change the color. Okay, here is the color option. We can click here. Suppose I want to give this one pink love color. Okay, apply. See, I don't want to close this one, I want to just show the color. That color has changed. Okay, we can change the color from here. Suppose I do not want color, I am very professional, I want to give that our presentation in some lines. Okay, many times in thematic map we do use the some symbols. Okay, let it be. Those who are not dealing with the color, they have a other option also, they can use the different symbols as well. See here, apply. See, this is your result. Okay, where we can use this one, we surely we can use this kind of pattern for your showing the results. See, many times we are creating the census map. In that census map, what is there? In the beginning only we gave that information. Many times I am giving the information examples about the population, because my population my specialization was in population. That's why frequently I remember that same example only. You can use this information in your field also. Suppose I want to give the pattern of the rainfall, temperature, that time also we can use this one. Suppose see, I want to give the pattern of the how rainfall has changing in particular region. That time we can use the different shapes and we can give that one also. See how nicely it is looking. Very nicely we can represent our data. See another. See, 1 minute. We can add some extra things also there. What already then that things are there, but suppose we want to add another thing, then we can give that color pattern also. We can change the, see, apply. We'll just try how it's looking. I don't want to that much dark color. See how nicely it is looking, your representation. Okay, this is the important things, is this one. Now we can do another things also. See here, like what the another. See what is the difference between this one and another one. See this one, this do not having the outer boundary. Okay, your data will looks like this. See, it will also look nicely. It depends on you how to represent your data. Suppose I want this one with outer boundary, then we can use the another things also, this apply, like that, only outer boundary or only inside the color. You just check out each and every, will get the things also. I want this color. Okay, apply. See this one, like that. 1 minute, I will tell this one also. This is one option, that opacity. It is giving the darkness of your color and smoothness of your color. See here, I'm just going to see doing this one. This way you can change your opacity also. Okay, this is not rightly, we are going to deal this one. Now here we can use the options also. See, all the options are here in the symbol. Add symbols, colorful, grayscale, showcase, topology, all things are there. You have to just check out this one. I think this is useful for you. Then we move to next. I will just change the color. See, this depends on you which one you want. Okay, now here I want to add some names, label, then we can add the label also. See, when you will click on label, that time you have to just check from here, it is no label, that's why it is not giving the any data sets. Just check here, single label. Then in that single label we have to check the here value, which name you want to give here, either district name or all of whatever parameters are there in our attribute table, everything will come here. Code, suppose we can go give code, we can that code also will appear there. See here, just check out. See, these are the code, okay, of that particular district. Just 1 minute, I will just change that pattern. It is not nicely visible. Apply. Okay, it's good one. I will go to here. Okay, you can give the code. If just remember, first go to label, then change here single label. We are going one by one. Single layer. Then here we have to give the variable, which variable you want to show there. Suppose I am working on the area. First I want to show the map. See, those people who are working on project, MPhil, PhD, for them it is very important, because see, in the MPhil or PhD level you have to generate a number of maps. Okay, that time it should be there. We should know how to generate that one. See, now suppose you are ready with your vector and raster data and you have to generate your maps. That time there will be a different map. Now first map, what will be there? Your location map. Okay, in the location map, what you people are going to do? First thing, there will be a one layout. There India country, then Maharashtra, then your district, then your study area. In that study area, suppose someone is working on the watershed, then you have to watershed your basin. That things will be there. You have to show that one. Then suppose you are working on this data, census data. See here, first thing you have to generate your district name. Apply. See, this is the Pune, this is the Bid. Now again one question will rise there. Maybe some people feel, I do not want to give the all number of labels there in the Pune, because the whole district is a Pune. I want only one single name. Then what we have to do? Just think. This is a very logical question. Suppose this is the Bid district. I do not want to give Bid like that, because this is the Tehsil. We have to give the Tehsil name over there. I want to only single name throughout the Bid. Then think what we have to do. This is very simple question, and suppose you are not able to find out the answer, I will be there. Okay, now I have to give the Tehsil name. Then what I have to do? Just I have to go here. I have to just use that variable Tehsil name, apply. That all Tehsils will be there. Asti, Patoda, Bid, Shirur, Gevarai, Vadwani, Keज, Dharur, Manjalgaon, Parali and Ambejogai. In the same way in Pune also, Indapur, Baramati, Daund, Purandar, Bhor, Velle, Pune City, Haveli. I am here somewhere, my place. Shirur, Khed, Mawad, Mulshi, Ambegaon, Junnar. You can generate a map. Just check out one by one, everything will be there. I want to show sex ratio, apply. Sex ratio is ready. You can generate a map. Okay, fine. Now we are moving to next. Here is the text. 1 minute. Here we can change the font also. Okay, the way we will change, I will use here the name only, that will be okay. Tehsil name, apply. See, the font name also we can change in the text here. Now style, regular, underline, do apply. That will be here in underline section here. Suppose I do not want that one, apply. It will go. Size, you can change the size also. 15, apply. See, this is the thing. I want red color. This is the love color. Okay, apply. It will be there like that. Again, opacity, we can change the opacity also. Now next one, formatting. We can change the space also in between letters, everything. In letter, word, you just check out this one. Buffer, dot text buffer. See, buffer means what? If you remember, in last one lecture we already discussed on the buffer. One of participant, she sent me the message, she didn't get what exactly buffer. You can understand that concept here also. See, first suppose you are going on buffer, you have to first click here, draw text buffer. then size 1 millimeter. Okay, then you can choose the color also. Okay, very nice color. What happened? Now see here, that color is there. I want to increase the size, buffer size 3. Okay, now see here, this is our word. Okay, and I gave the size 3 millimeter. Okay, and then what happened here, from your letter, from up to 3 meter there will be a one line, and that line, it is the buffer for this word. Okay, this is the meaning of the buffer. If you have remember, last time in the buffer section I gave the example of trees. Okay, what is that example? Suppose one tree is here. Okay, and many times we are planting the trees, we are digging the area, we are planting that tree, and every year we are planting tree on the same place. Okay, because of many things, we are just do the plantation and we forget about that. Then animals will come there, they enjoy their food, and that destroy the trees. Then what we are doing, we are applying some area, protected area should be there, either using the wall compound, then using the some ready-made compound, anything. Then suppose my tree is there and I have to bound one compound, any other material, wall compound, steel compound, anything, you can plant that compound over here, and I want to that buffer is 1 meter. Okay, then my tree is here, and up to 1 meter we have to do that compound by using different material, steel or wall. Okay, then your tree will be safe. That is the meaning of buffer. I hope you understood the meaning of buffer. Now I do apply. See here, the result is like this. Okay, now you check another one. See, you can change their style also. Bevel, meter. See, you can change that style also. Yeah, you check one by one. Next, background. How background should be there? Now see, shape, square, apply. Then it is the that giving some background. We can change the that shape size also. What exactly we want there? Fixed. As we can add the different backgrounds also there. That pattern is also there. We have to just check out where is exactly that one. Shadow effect is also there. We can use the shadow also. Apply. Okay, that color is black color is there. We have to change that color. We'll use this one. Okay, apply. Already that pattern is there. That's why it is not saying. We'll just close that buffer. Then it will be easy to understand. Okay. Text. I will go with the black color. Okay, apply. Formatting, symbology. Okay, now it will be whatever things we are going to do, it will be easy for the understanding. Background, shadow, offset, base compound, text. See here, draw the shadow, blur on alphabeticals. That we can generate this kind of also result. Darken. See, like this. You have to check all the that options one by one. placement, horizontal, central. Okay, like that it is just editing useful for our presentation. Many options are there. As per our requirement we can change one by one. Okay, here also go to the no, that is a different part. Here we can change the label and the symbology. Okay, for our the representation purpose. Like this, see, you can check out the our results also here. Now another one thing, I hope you understood the things. Now up to here we were just discussing about the how we show our vector data, how to open raster data, how to extract a particular information from the available data sets. Okay, now hopefully you understood this one. Now we are moving just simple advanced step. First I want to use the simple thing. No, yes. It's good. Okay, label, text, size 10. Okay, this is fine. Now here I do not want shadow. Apply. Then I want text. Times New Roman. Whenever we are doing any academic things, mostly we are using the Times New Roman, style regular, font size 12, apply. Okay, that thing we have to be maintained. Okay, because we are going to do academic thing, this presentation it should be like that. Okay, now here we are going to do now which we have completed. In the next slide next practical session we will go to the see the another things which we have to complete. Okay, I hope you understood, we enjoyed the things till now which we have completed. Okay, thank you very much. After that also, suppose you have any problem you can ask me. Okay, now I am going to close here. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much.